What's happening, guys? Well, today we're out in Moab, Utah. Can you tell? But we are out at Beef Basin and we have special guests today. My old boss Brett and his wife. Obviously Miss Stacy along for the ride. And we have no idea where we're going. And it took forever to get here. This place is supposedly like 40 miles south of Moab. But we've had a bit of a calamity. Apparently the Nest Up Productions camp had some bike issues yesterday. They had 2 bikes go down. I don't really know too many details, but the rest of the guys from our camp, which is Yama Joe, Mr. Ayers 0909, and Mr. Ride-A-Map, special guest in the house. See Brett take the water. I think he purposely went for the deepest spot. That's awesome. But Mr. Ride-A-Map, those guys all left incredibly early. Before we were up and around, and they went to go help Ness and Mendo and Chris get their bikes, which are apparently 10 miles out on the trail. Unfortunately, I have no useful motorcycle fixing bone in my body. The only thing we were thinking we could offer them was help with the quads to tow it out, to tow the 2 bikes out, but they had already told us, I don't know, they had already told us that they had left. What'd that say? What'd that say? Yeah. Where'd Brett go? You didn't see any signs back there, did you?
Nope.
You didn't see any signs, did you?
Nope.
Alright, let's keep going.
My dad said, remember on that other sign we saw said Beef Basin this way?
Yes.
So,
We're gonna intersect up there. Alright. Miss Stacy trying to race Xena. What are you thinking? You ain't got a chance, girlfriend. So those guys were already out on the trail to rescue the bikes, so they didn't need the quads as far as we knew. So we met up with Brett down at his campsite and took off for Beef Basin, where we thought we were supposed to meet up with people, but there's nobody else here. So we have no idea. We're like, okay guys, we're not useful for fixing bikes. We'll just go ride and meet up with everybody later, and hopefully they can get them fixed. I don't know, it sounded like some pretty bad injury. It sounded like the KTM that Ness has been working on was spewing oil. And I'm not sure, but I think the blue bike, the Yamaha, which I believe is Ness's motocross bike, they said something about it seized up, or it just wouldn't go. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Hopefully they're alright, and hopefully they can get them fixed. Oh, feels good to be back in the saddle again in Moab. So I had no idea that Ride Map was coming out. Nobody did. He's been saying all along the whole time that he wasn't going to make it out. And that sneaky little bugger flew into New Mexico, met up with Joe, and then rode out, which is flipping awesome. I managed to figure it out. There were a few clues. I figured it out about an hour and a half before they showed up at the house at midnight. So Miss Stacy and I got the Cenas. We've worked out a deal. We have not even tried them out yet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the ride out, or ride for a little ways, and I'm gonna do a vlog. And so at least we'll have some solid footage to post for you guys, so you guys can see a vlog in case there's some type of catastrophe with the Cenas. I don't know why there would be, but Miss Stacy does not want to listen to me yabber on to you guys. She'd rather not listen to me yabber on ever, but she loves me. What's up, cow? So I'm kind of sad that everybody didn't make it out like we were hoping. Everybody get out here together. But as you guys heard me say in my video that I did out at Joe's, when you have a group like this, things happen, and you gotta really expect nothing. And whatever happens is gonna happen. So I'm glad to be riding. I really hope those guys can get their bikes fixed. I feel horrible. I've been overrun by quads. I need an immediate brap assistance. Brap assistance. Mayday, mayday. All 2 strokes and 4 strokes to the front of the line, please. Oh, freaking sweet. Whoa, note that big old hole. That does not look good. Hey, just a heads up. On this trail up a little ways, I saw a big hole all the way across the road. So be careful. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. I want some group footage. Some footage of the Grizzly. God, I just wish you guys didn't kick up so much dang dust. Where are those big holes at? Because I remember they're here. Oh, neutral. Okay. So, yeah, remember that huge hole that I made such a big deal about that I fell into in New Mexico? Yeah, that's nothing. Look at this. I think this is a point of no return. Oh, there's this trail around. Yeah. I don't even know how you would.
You can get Zeno over that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I can fly, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna let you try it first. Not on Xena. Yeah, my Joe's missing out on some good sand. It's got a nice crunchy layer on top, so at least it's not nearly as slippy. This is just a freaking riverbed, dude. Go for it. Hey, you gotta film me, bucko. No problem. Oh, this is getting into some crap. I don't think so. So we're gonna turn around and head back because this road doesn't look like it really turns into much of anything. Whee! There you go, Xena, dig. So I wonder if Miss Stacy said anything when she turned around and watched me come down that hill into that rather pathetic water crossing. I was like, hey, you didn't turn around and watch me go up the water crossing when you went up before me. And she spazzed on me. She's like, why? Why would I watch you go up a water crossing? I'm like, for the video, man, for the good stuff. And then my boy Brett laid down some solid knowledge on her, which was awesome. She's like, why would anybody think that's cool? And Brett turns around and he goes, yeah, apparently 379 people think it's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah! That's my boy, Blue. That's my boy. That was rather cool of Mr. Brett. Rock on, brother.